console. Introducing first, from Nashville, Tennessee, Eric Young.
Well, we are off and running. Exclusive action for TNA Xplosion. As we heard earlier, Taz, Eric Young a little bit confused. Not quite sure what he's getting himself into.
Yeah, Eric Young is just, I mean, he's going to need some professional help. Either that or a lot of liquor, one or the other. But he's going to need some help.
Probably a little bit of both may not be a bad idea for this guy. Eric Young set for singles action this week here on TNA Xplosion.
And his opponent from Southern California, he is one half of Generation Me, Max Buck.
And Max Buck from Cucamonga, California, makes his way to the ring, one half of Generation Me singles action this week here on TNA Xplosion, Taz. And as we heard from Eric Young earlier, little concerned, he's not quite aware of what's going on here. I think he's under the impression that he is involved in a six-man tag team matchup, if I understand it correctly.
Yeah, I mean, unless his partners are invisible and the opponents of the partners of Max Buck are invisible, and it's not. Look, you think that's his opponent?
No, he's not quite sure what's going on. I'm telling you, this bump he took, this shot to the noggin about a month and a half ago, has turned this guy absolutely upside down. The first thing he wanted to do, form a tag team with Orlando Jordan. If that's not a little strange enough.
Yeah, well, yeah. But see, again, to point it out to you, our viewers, these two men are actually opponents. But as JB said, Eric's confused. He thinks he's part of the team with Max Buck.
He told me he thought they could win the six-man tag team titles.
He just tagged himself in, by the way.
Somebody alert Eric, there are no six-man tag team titles in TNA Wrestling.
Well, by golly, there should be. But, yeah, Eric's confused. I don't know if you heard about this. I know you're on most of the live events for TNA all over the world.
Yes, sir.
That Eric Young, tell me if this is true or not, he actually tried to walk to the ring in a pair of flip-flops. He thought he had his boots on, it with flip-flops.
Well, thankfully, he had other clothes on, too.
But I heard, is that true? It's a true story, right?
That's a true story, yes. But if you followed this man's career, if you followed him over the last month...
I really haven't in his career, but the last month I have.
Well, certainly after everything is said and done, this alliance with Orlando Jordan has backfired several times now. Wanted to form a tag team partnership and has cost him 3 different matchups, 3 different occasions. Max Buck there with the head scissors takes down Eric Young.
He just... Guys, what is going on in that? I'm telling you, there's some serious problems going on in that medulla.
He thinks it's a six-man tag team match. There are 2 competitors, 1 referee in the ring, if I'm counting accurately.
You are, there's 3 people.
And now locks in the headlock. Eric Young, certainly since aligning himself with Orlando Jordan, share of problems. This mannequin he's been hanging out with backstage.
Does the mannequin have a name?
The mannequin has no name. There's a cartwheel. And another cartwheel.
Pretty good.
And a third.
I never called gymnastics before.
There is a 5th cartwheel.
Yeah, Nadia Comaneci. You know her?
Yes, I do, sir. Yes.
I'm taller than her.
We are looking at hip tosses. There we go. These guys can go.
Nice arm drag. Little leg sweep right there by Eric. I guess Eric now is the opponent. He keeps going back and forth.
Back and forth action here on TNA Xplosion. Eric Young now going for a pin. Flipped under. Max Buck now reverses.
Look at Eric's trying to get a jackknife cover. Look at a bridge up the strength of Max Buck. On a backslide. That's the thing, Eric Young, no matter how whacked out his brain he is, he's extremely
he runs at the referee. He's got no. There's a 2 count on the referee. Let's get some order. Somebody give this guy a clue, please. Unbelievable.
He had to beat him, telling you.
All right, we have this situation figured out, I think. Slick Johnson, the referee, has explained to Eric Young in one of the most bizarre matchups in Xplosion history that this indeed is a singles match, not a 6-man tag team match, not a match against the referee, but a match that is now in the favor of Max Buck of Generation Me.
Well, because Eric Young, I mean, look, part of being successful in a match is keeping your eye on the prize and your opponent, but and you're not sure if your opponent is your teammate's your opponent, and the referee is your opponent, you don't have a shot of winning, in my opinion.
Coming up next here on Xplosion, non-title matchup. It's Amazing Red. It's Douglas Williams in singles competition. Ooh. Oh, there's another
wait. That could be, hey, listen, that could be a good thing. Because now maybe Eric banged his head, and now he'll be back to normal.
Yeah. To the floor.
He banged it again, so now he's crazy again.
He has certainly had his share of tough breaks over the last 3 to 4 months specifically.
Well, Max Buck, that was just phenomenal. Tremendous athlete, throws caution to the wind. Devil may care, as one of my friends used to call me.
And that's certainly been the key to the success of Generation Me. That high-flying, high-risk approach has been very successful for Max and Jeremy.
You ever been considered devil may care?
Not that I can recall, Taz, but I can see where you would fit into that category precisely. Here we go. Max Buck into the ropes. Big elbow. Takes down Eric Young. This mannequin that he has befriended backstage. Oh, wait a minute. There's a roll. Oh. Face first. Impressive move. Here's a cover.
Hey, that's a tough kick out right there by Eric Young. He's able to do it. Listen, on a side note, while you have a moment here in this downtime of this match, I looked at your cell phone earlier today. You had like 3 missed calls from New Jack. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, that's I don't talk about my prison life, please.
Or your personal life.
Or my personal life. They coincide sometimes. Here we go on the top rope. Max Buck taken out by Eric Young now. High-risk maneuver from the top.
Oh, Eric's in control. Wait a minute.
Oh, wow. Right across the chest. That hit hard.
Yeah, that didn't work out well for Eric Young. Max Buck was able to counter and turn, drop all his weight on Eric.
And that's got to knock the wind out of you.
Whoa, wait.
Are you kidding me?
Orlando Jordan.
It's that mannequin I was telling you about, Taz. That mannequin that has come into the life of Eric Young. He talks to it.
Well, God, if that mannequin... Oh, what the hell?
That's... Okay.
What is going on?
If you were just tuning in,
Lord knows what Orlando's done to that mannequin when he wasn't on television.
Goodness gracious. Well, the bow is a nice touch.
Is that a male mannequin or female? All right, anyway. Well, poor Max Buck is caught in the middle of this thing here.
And the mannequin's in the ring. Orlando Jordan threw the mannequin in the ring.
The mannequin did a springboard.
That is...
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. And Orlando Jordan delivers the mannequin to the head of Max Buck, and that is going to be it.
Here is your winner, Eric Young.
Well, where's out Snowwood head when you need him?
Don't bring that into this, please. Orlando Jordan looks like this situation may have backfired, and Eric Young, who started out this matchup thinking he was involved in a 6-man tag, now...
Well, listen, as if the match wasn't whacked out enough when you get Orlando or Jordan involved, you never know what's going to happen. There's all sorts of shenanigans and slippery situations.
When we come back, it's Douglas Williams, the X Division champion, one-on-one with Amazing Red.